Hello friends, I'm back after not having made a video in quite a while. Wanted to say hello since I haven't been here for what feels like forever. I've been busy traveling, being busy for work. I went to Orlando for fun for my vacation because I needed one, and then I went to Portland, and I'm going to Chicago for another conference on Wednesday. So I thought I would like upload this before I went, and I wanted to do a quick TBR of what I've gotten so far. And let's see, it's Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. It's a beautiful cover, which is the reason I got it. And then apparently it's supposed to be amazing, so I can't wait to read this. I've also got at Powell's Books in Portland, Burial Rights, because it was like a must read of 2014, and this cover is beautiful, so I was like, must get. Also, thought I would finally pick this up because I was like really cheap. It was like $5 at Powell's. It's amazing. Like, everyone's talking about how amazing this is. So I was like, let me buy the first one, see how I feel. Same thing I did was I found the Raven Boys for really cheap, and also the Dream Thieves. So the first two in the the Raven Cycle books. Max from Well Done Books talks about these all the time, as do many people on BookTube. So I thought it was only right that I get into those eventually. And then lastly, I also got Nimona. I got this online during the Booktubeathon because it's beautiful and I wanted it, and I'm gonna read it very soon. All the books to read. The last thing I got at Powell's was this because the cover is stunning. Look at that. Literally, and the first line was like, in the wake of a wildly disastrous affair with her married archaeology professor, Willie Upton arrives on the doorstep of her ancestral home in Storybook Templeton, New York, looking to hide in the one place to which she swore she'd never come back. So, like, that one line in this cover, I was like, I'm down. I'm in it. Never heard about this. Didn't even know. So, like, going along with this, the underhyped readathon starts this week from the 21st to the 27th. I'm going to be busy because I'm going to be on, at a conference, but I'm going to try to read this as well as this because it's the end of, well, are we in the middle of Hispanic Heritage Month? I don't even know how that works anymore. But I was like, it's only right. It only has, like, I think the qualifications are it has to have, like, less than 5,000 ratings on Goodreads, alright? So, like, a book that not a lot of people have read and you want them to read. That's, like, the readathon rules. So, yeah, this one I've owned for a while and I'm like, must read, so I want to read it. And these two Canadian reads that should have read forever ago for Hello Hemlock, Bottle Rocket Hearts, and Bowden Bread. I'm going to try to get to these this week, if not the next, for sure. And then lastly, what I wanted to do, since it's the end of summer, I wanted to go over what I had read that I really liked. And my number, one favorite was Lois Lane Fallout by Gwenda Bond. It's the first one, and I guess, I don't know if she's doing a series or a duology, but it's like Lois Lane as a teenager, and it's perfect and everything you could ever want in a book. I love Superman and like the whole backstory, especially of Lois Lane and like how they come together. Watch Smallville, 10 seasons, amazing. We'll always watch whenever it's on TV. That's how deep my love runs for Superman and like the theology and all that. So to read a version where Lois is just kicking ass still and like seeing how she still has that spunk and that like desire to want to get all the news when weird things start happening in her town in this book is like so well done, and I can't wait to see what happens in the second book. The next book I really liked this summer was Citizen by Claudia Rankin. This is like a stunning prose filled novel that also has like some short stories in it, and it's just about like blackness in America, and like it interweaves like even Serena Williams' story in there, and like tennis and like erasure, and like how they always try to pass over when Serena gets mad, and like they don't focus on that anger in like her white other mates that play. It's just beautiful. I can't do it justice with words, so I think it's definitely worth a read. Next, there was like I've read a bunch of books, but like looking through my Goodreads list, the ones that stand out, You and The Girl on the Train that I mentioned in my last video were really good. And lastly, at the beginning of this month, I read Queen of Shadows, that monstrous 650-page book. I read it on my phone because it just makes those books feel like they're not as long as they are. I do want to own them though because they're pretty, but like I'm just gonna keep getting them on my phone. That was the fourth one of the Throne of Glass series, and At this point, it's like this is my favorite one. I thought the second one was good, but like the fourth one is now surpassed, and it just ends at such a well, like it's not a cliffhanger. It just like setting up the story for like the next, because I think there's six in the series for the next two books. It's gonna go so well, and I'm so excited, and I'm just like yes, yes. So yes, that's all I wanted to talk about. Those are my favorite books that I read this summer from like what June. Summer, it starts June 21st and it ends like 2 days, right? So we're in fall. Yes, I love fall. I'm so excited for all the fall. Portland was beautiful in that it was like in the 50s and 60s. So it was like it felt like fall. And now I'm back in New York and it's like it was 80s for the last like 4 days and I'm like what is happening? My body's confused as to what is occurring. But yeah, that was a little update and rambly fast talk from me. Let me know what you've been reading, what you've been doing with your life. Updates, all the updates. And I will try not to take as long next time. All right? Talk to you guys very soon. Bye.